Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Mars Dota 2 League. We are taking a look at our final game, potentially, of our final series of the night, and it is going to be FlyToMoon versus MEGA-LADA. I said the night, it's actually the morning. But nonetheless, it's going to be continued coverage here. Lyrical joined as well by the wonderful Tsunami. My man, how you doing?
10 seconds remaining.
What is going on?
Not much. I am just
5
like
seconds
Dota'd
remaining.
into oblivion right now. It's been a very long day of Dota, and we got more to come. I was really impressed with FlyToMoon's draft, their play, everything. They look solid.
Yeah, let's see. What was their setup in the group stage? So they got 2-0'd by Spirit, and then they 1-0'd GG333, and then they 2-0'd Effect. So reasonable. Spirit is a team that goes to lands. Effect should be. I wouldn't have been surprised if they split with Effect, but they 2-0'd Effect. And I really have no idea where MEGA-LADA stands. Like, the whole beating Na'Vi thing has completely thrown off whatever benchmark I had set for that team, which was not a high benchmark.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I don't know how much emphasis we want to put into that. Like, they picked a very odd draft in game number 1, and by rights, they definitely should have lost. Na'Vi had that game 1, and then they just threw it away, and it just snowballed so quickly. Game 2, Na'Vi had a really, really cool draft, and they were able to take it pretty convincingly.
Oh, yes. That was the one with Crystallized farming out of control on Luna. Okay.
With a support Auk that gave him an axe. But game number 3 was also another one of those drafts where it just felt like they just didn't put it together. So I think that it was more...
Dendi Tidehunter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more built around... I think Navi's failure, the reason that they lost, than MEGA-LADA being particularly amazing.
10 seconds
and
remaining.
honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this just ends in a 2-0 unless MEGA-LADA are able to come up with a really solid draft, because based upon their play, FlyToMoon looks super solid.
Yeah. I did not really identify any weaknesses in that previous game there. Movement was solid. All the players were doing their job exceptionally well. Again, my credits were mainly to Iceberg's Shadow Fiend mid and Nangata's offlane Sand King. Those were the highlights for sure.
And I mean, they're the type of heroes that you can look really, really good on, but I think also a big part of it was like decision making and movements. That move down bottom where they just like had those extended team fights is really cool. It is going to be a Razor first pick overall for MEGA-LADA. I think that was... Am I crazy? That might be mixing that up with other games. Regardless, though, Witch Doctor and Sand King is the answer.
Well, they didn't pick it in the Na'Vi series, if that's what you're going for. And they didn't pick it in game 1 of this series, if that's also what you're going for.
That was.
Well then, you're crazy.
10 seconds.
Well, they got Nangata's Sand King back. The Respect ban instead goes into the Dark Willow, which is, I would say, pretty damn effective in game 1. I can see why FlyToMoon has been first phasing it consistently. It was... I think Sand King is one of the best combinations. I think Draskell touched on it briefly, where being able to initiate with one spell and then being able to follow it up with a Terrorize is so incredibly powerful with certain types of spells. So like Chronosphere into a Terrorize basically just gives you like so much extended time on crowd control, and then like Black Hole or Burrow Strike, Epicenter, or even like Paralyzing Cast in this situation, which wouldn't be the case because you would have a Dark Will instead. But whatever initiating stun you have, you are just able to stretch it out that much better with Terrorize. And so a lot of people were always going crazy about Bedlam and Shadow Realm damage and all that, and like, yeah, that's great. It's also a little bit weird that Dark Willow can solo carry heroes, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bedlam gets nerfed and Terrorize does not get touched, and I think Terrorize is the more intimidating spell.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's the type of thing that you can make work in a like, I guess, what's the word? Organized environment?
Right.
And then you suddenly... It can accentuate what you have that's, you know, a very good Sand King stun onto a core. You can't get a BKB off the entire time. It's really, really rough.
Radiant team
but
back.
Broodmother is going to be the ban out as well from MEGA-LADA. I think as far as things that I'd be worried about in this game, with already like pretty strong laning heroes in the Witch Doctor and the Sand King. I don't know. Maybe take the SF out again. You could do that probably in the
10
next.
seconds
I don't know. That to me that seemed very, very strong.
Yeah, and a hero
5
that isn't really
seconds
too
remaining.
intimidated by Razor. It's pretty easy to get multiple raises off on a Razor if he starts static linking you, because obviously he
team
wants to
back.
stick to your hero, so he's going to continue moving closer and closer, and it's usually the Q raise that's the hardest to pull off if you're trying to be defensive, but or sorry, offensive. It's usually the Q raise is the hardest to pull off, but yeah, at least MEGA-LADA are picking stronger laners
10
this game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, much needed. Much needed.
5 seconds
With their last
remaining.
ban, it was the Enchantress taken out, as well as the Treant, who's been increasingly popular in this region. I've been liking seeing that as well. Do they want to take out the SF? Do they want to ban out instead, like,
Radiant
EC? Maybe they're
team
going to take the Lycan away.
Lycan has been a consistent first phase in other regions, but actually I CIS too. But for some reason I just very rarely see the hero picked. I see it banned a ton of times, and I just rarely see it picked for some reason. I guess
10
it's one of those
seconds
like
remaining.
second phase types of heroes that you're often concerned about. If Lycan does slip
5
through,
seconds
even in the first
remaining.
phase, unless if you're like EG, you won't be picking it.
Dire team pick.
But they pick another pushing hero with Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, gonna try and punish that Disruptor here. Just send those Treants at him. He doesn't have a great way to deal with it at all. And we'll see if the Razor is gonna stay in the lane against the Nature's Prophet, or if they're gonna send him mid. I guess it depends a lot
10
upon what the mid
seconds
matchup is
remaining.
gonna be for these guys. But I like the Nature's Prophet pick a lot, and you can dual lane it with
5
the Sand King.
seconds
It's hard to
remaining.
deal with.
So who's gonna play the Prophet then? Because so is Non-Grata the 3 position or what?
I
mean,
believe
let's
so.
see.
I mean, I think that it's pretty fluid too.
Yeah, yeah, Non-Grata's the 3. So he's probably going to be on the Prophet. No Fear will probably be
Play
on the
the Witch
Sand King and
Doctor.
always want to fly. Will what?
I think probably No Fear Witch Doctor. Based upon the way I've seen it, I could be wrong though. I thought that he was more of a 5 player and always want to play as 4, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I'm just going off of Wikipedia. But I guess in the previous game, they did put always want to fly on the
Radiant
5. So
team pick.
yeah, I mean it may be fluid. Whatever the case, Nature's Prophet, like you said, a very solid hero to have against a Disruptor and a Bounty Hunter. At least in the laning phase. As the game progresses, then Bounty Hunter kind of becomes a concern for Nature's Prophet. But in early game laning situations, you're not really concerned about
10
bounty
seconds
rotations.
remaining.
He
5
shouldn't really be able to
seconds
do all that
remaining.
much, at least to the Prophet. Maybe to Witch Doctor if they run like whoever else in that off lane there, they could put some hurt to the Witch Doctor. Again, I'm sort of anticipating the 2-1-2 lane setup for FlyToMoon, but it doesn't have to be either. Could switch it up.
It'll be dependent on what MEGA-LADA. I think ideally FlyToMoon
Dire
want
team
to
pick.
give this Nature's Prophet as little help as possible.
Of
And so if they can let the Sand King constantly roam around and just have the Witch Doctor supporting whatever core, then that would be perfect. And seems like that is what they're gearing up for. They pick a very self-sufficient mid laner with Queen of Pain. She can deal with the Razor just fine. If they
10
do go for
seconds
that
remaining.
mid lane matchup, MEGA-LADA would still have the option to send the Razor to deal with the
5
Nature's
seconds
Prophet
remaining.
instead. And I guess that's what they're going to do. This looks more like a mid DK and a safe lane Razor.
Yeah, that could be good. I guess the other alternative is like if you don't want to have to deal with like Treants coming at the Razor, DK could just buy a Stout Shield and
10
run it in the
seconds
safe lane,
remaining.
and he's less susceptible to that pressure.
Yeah. I
5
think they're just going to
seconds
send the
remaining.
DK, and there's going to be a lot of lane movement this game, is basically my takeaway. Queen of Pain is going to try to want to follow around the Razor, and Nature's Prophet is going to try to want to follow around the DK.
Okay.
Dire team back.
So, bands out now. Beastmaster. I guess yeah, any of those like hard disable heroes on a Quap would be pretty nice. They don't have great lockdown now.
Man, what happened to Clockwork? What happened to that hero?
Yeah, I think people started to
10 seconds
not like it as much
remaining.
for whatever reason. I think that
What happened to Slardar? What happened to that hero?
that guy's never
5
been a thing.
seconds remaining.
He has absolutely been a thing. How dare you?
I'm just not sure.
Any
if I
hero
love it.
that I can remember being sick of has been a thing, and I definitely remember being sick of Slardar.
Well, ban now. Maybe I think you need to worry about like. There's not really much that I'm concerned about this game. For
FlyToMoon,
MEGA-LADA.
they have. Wait.
Like I think
I'm concerned with FlyToMoon going for a very greedy one position
Radiant
and MEGA-LADA not being able to punish it.
ABBA definitely is one of the ways to try and get into a punish position. Group up as
Yeah.
5, take down towers.
I'd be cool with the Spectre. That's what FlyToMoon picked in one game, I think, is what I said.
MEGA-LADA took it in game 1
10
against
seconds.
Navi. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if
you're right. You're
FlyToMoon
right.
took it or not. They might have.
5 seconds remaining.
Last pick for them.
They pick Troll in one game, they pick Phantom Lancer one game, they pick Gyro in a bunch of other games. Gyro was banned out.
Yeah.
I think you go for something greedy, like Terrorblade, Spectre, Dusa even.
That could be nifty. I feel like that Lycan would have been nice.
Lycan would have been nice.
FlyToMoon. What are you gonna do, folks?
Click on this.
Maybe another
Heroes.
a Silver Edge buyer, and then you can just burst ABBA.
Drow range.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Hero.
Nice. I was ahead of my time.
Huh.
Not quite the direction I was expecting, but I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, that's nifty.
Once again, they have 3 other ranged heroes who, yet again, already have very good attacks to begin with, and enhancing it with precision war is exceptional. MEGA-LADA were banning out Lycan and Broodmother and Death Prophet and Chen, so they really did not want to have to deal with a push strat, and yet they got 10th pick Drow Rangered. And the silence is also very valuable this game, I think.
Yeah.
I am going to go with FlyToMoon again. Wait, did I go with them in game 1?
I think
don't
you
know if I
won't.
did.
I don't know. It's all good. You say you did it, say it with authority, and I'm sure it's fine.
Absolutely, another 2-game shutout for FlyToMoon. I saw it 1,000 miles away.
You know, I'm not so sure. I'm looking at like this DK, thinking about him getting into like a Shadow Blade. I guess the question is like, how quickly can FlyToMoon really punish and like put the hurt to MEGA-LADA? Like, is this pressure going to come before they're able to get their items online? Because to me, I see some pretty decent laning heroes that are going to be somewhat hard to kill. I don't know. I'm not sure if I completely am sold on the Drow Ranger pick.
So my concern is, I don't think that Bounty Hunter is going to have anything to do, because can't really bother Nature's Prophet. Drow Ranger is going to be supported by Witch Doctor, and I imagine that Sand King will be spending the majority of his time alternating between the mid lane and Drow Ranger's lane. And then Queen of Pain is just ungankable. There are not very many ways. You have the Disruptor Glimpse and the Disruptor Static Storm, and that's pretty much it. DK is not going to be able to reliably get Dragon Tails off this game, and I imagine that Queen of Pain is going to get a very early Lincoln Sphere, which even shuts down the Glimpse possibilities.
Right.
And so Quap is very evasive, and then mid-game Nature's Prophet is going to, like, he's going to spread your team so thin, and the whole time Drow Ranger is going to be plinking away on towers. And so if MEGA-LADA managed to get Abaddon, DK, and Razor to be very strong independently, then FlyToMoon are pretty screwed, because then you can just send one hero to deal with each of these one cores of FlyToMoon. But I don't really see that happening, because Bounty Hunter is just not going to be able to contribute very much.
I guess the alternative to that is that if he is able to get stuff done, then things start to feel a little bit scarier for FlyToMoon.
Yeah.
If you can get online and these heroes can stay on top of them. So
For sure.
Fervian certainly going to be one of the people to watch out for in this game. What he's able to
I'll
accomplish.
say, if he gets a courier snipe, then boom.
Yeah.
Game is locked down for MEGA-LADA.
All right.
That's always the, like, you're a Bounty Hunter spammer, you know the immense satisfaction
Oh,
that
yeah.
comes with sniping a courier.
I
unmatched.
I was
One-
averaging like 2.5 a game, and usually they
Whoa.
were like,
You maybe next time or something like that? That's damn good stats.
it was easy. Like the thing is nobody responds to it
easy.
in pubs. It's super
Yeah.
easy. But we'll have to see how they go with it. honestly, like, it does feel like it's the type of lineup that can punish really early. I want to see the Prophet TP a lot, too. Like,
yeah,
you kill off the offlaner with the rotation in, then you take the tower, sub 5 minutes. If that happens, FlyToMoon all the way.
Yeah. Some Bazzy rings, some drums, medallion, solar crests. All these early mid-game items are the way to go.
It does look like the go call has been called, and the game might actually be getting underway. Oh, baby. No more pauses. That should be a team name. No pauses.
Even no Tidehunter pick Tidehunter every once in a while, so I think no pauses. No team could ever do no pauses.
Maybe that's what Envy's team stood for. NP. No pauses.
Ah!
Yeah.
Intriguing. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
I wonder what happened, actually.
Game.
Fnatic versus Empire was in... Let's see. I'm gonna look that up.
Okay.
Dream League.
Oh, thank goodness. The game is starting. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
How many hours have you been casting now? You have to think about it. That's been too many.
8 and a half.
That's like a full-time job.
That's good. It's a nice little day.
It's a shift.
You know, you wake up early. It's 4 in the morning. Make yourself some coffee. Right now, I got my dog sitting at my feet underneath the table. She's a cutie.
Aww.
It's great. You know, what more could I want?
The American dream.
Absolutely. Okay.
A Fnatic 2-0'd Empire, and now they're gonna face off against Newbie. Wow.
Great.
Fnatic Newbie. I don't know if I've seen that very often.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. That one might be a new one for me. Fervian is gonna try and get one of these wards back pretty far.
2 sentry wards. Excellent. I like it. This means that this bounty hunter means business.
Iceberg says retreat. I think that they realized that there was maybe something over there. I don't know. They are going to be able to get the block on the small camp. I want to see where Fervian places this other one. If he's going for courier snipes, then like this is usually the place over there, but might not.
That's usually the way to go whenever you don't have a bounty hunter, though, because bounty hunter can just sit there without a ward because he can be invisible. But other heroes, they need that ward to know when to pop out and get that snipe.
Well,
the battle begins.
FlyToMoon realize that there are people coming over. They back out. And while there are treants on top of the other bounty
bodyguarding it,
and well, FlyToMoon end up with 2. So too do the other side of MEGA-LADA, and Courier coming out. Fervian, he knows he wants it. It's up there in the high ground.
He's gonna put it on the high ground. See, now this is when you put the high ground ward. Oh, he got spotted.
Yeah, and they're gonna. Okay.
Well, worth a shot. I mean, no one's gonna counter it. I don't think. It is technically free golden experience, but.
Oh my God, are they diving?
That ward do?
They have the treants there. They're punching the tower with the treants. And now last hit. Okay.
1553 damage. I mean, HP. Death by 1,000 cuts.
And Silent is going to try and dodge this lane. They don't want to run into the, I guess, Artez Razor. It's a problem. Always Want to Fly is going to get a lot of experience here, while Mr. Nature's Prophet makes the rotation. Don't want to be the first one.
I did tell you there would be a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Although I would like Drow Ranger to get to some experience. I mean, technically she is helping out her team, giving everyone a whopping 3 damage.
Oh my God.
Wait. Oh, what a plot twist. What a plot twist.
All right. Yeah, that's insanity. And First Blood drawn as they're able to take down the Sand King down bottom. So Fervian gets that one. They're also going to stand out here and pick up a sentry for Iceberg, which means she's also going to get the D ward. So
nice.
able to take out the courier, get a D ward. Man, looking real good. Silent under fire. TPing in with Always Want to Fly though, trying to turn this one here. A lot of damage now onto Orbit, who's going to start to fall with this Maledict. They're going to deal some damage back onto No Fear. Aphotic Shield back off cooldown shortly, but Orbit is going to pop to that Maledict. And now PSM trying to run. They do have another Burrow Strike. It's going to be a kill nonetheless. Double kill.
You know what that was? That was all this +3 damage coming out from the precision aura.
That's
Always
right.
want to fly dealing beefy right click, 62 per hit.
Not bad.
To my house.
And Fervian's going to be able to take away that rune. So Bounty's still going his way, and well, again, a nice start for FlyToMoon.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, well, I guess the Queen of Pain doesn't really care who she's up against mid. And I'm assuming, oh, Nature's probably just narrowly gets out. I guess they're okay with Non-Gotta having a pretty crappy lane, because they could send the Queen of Pain top and send the Nature's Prophet mid, which is kind of happening, actually.
Yeah. It looks like that is Iceberg just going to go and secure himself some runes and then maybe stay there. No, they're going to bring the Nature's Prophet back. I mean, the plus side is that he still does do, like, some amount of damage to the Razor with the Treants, because, like, he doesn't have a Stout Shield since he's a ranged hero, and they do a nice little chunk of damage. Oh,
I guess, but he's more of a liability, as you can see. He can die.
Oh, God!
What?
I don't know what the hell just happened there, but Nature's Prophet
He, like,
phase
turned on
boost.
his phase boost and phased through the trees or something?
Oh, he's dead. Angrata. Gonzo.
Yeah. So that's why you send the Queen of Pain up there, as now mid lane, Bob Ruha actually does die to the Queen of Pain in no fear rotation.
I mean, I guess this is the bigger thing, right? Like, if you don't need to win all 3 lanes. They're winning 2 of them right now.
Yeah.
And that's probably good enough.
That's fair. The most important thing is to secure Drow Ranger her farm. And so the reason I'm skeptical about this is because if Artez gets an early, like, drum, then he's just going to follow Drow Ranger till the end of days. And so the sooner that Razor gets more farm, he will outpace the Drow Ranger, and you cannot protect the Drow Ranger well enough. And so we'll see whenever Razor starts moving around, and that will determine if MEGA-LADA can take advantage of the situation.
Angrata looks to be dead yet again, and well, he's going to get a couple last hits before he falls.
But that's raising his net worth, though.
I know, right? There you go. Yeah, I guess it's still looking okay, though. Like, Iceberg just keeps on daggering this DK. And
I guess Non-Grata is just the decoy. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm just an instant Nature's Prophet. Oh no, you killed me again.
Alright.
Your Razor's getting so strong. While Drow Ranger continues to farm unimpeded. Another movement on the mid lane. Bob Ruha is just getting hassled.
They find that kill in spite of the stun. Fervian moving in, wanting to take down Always Wanna Fly. They are chasing, but not finding anything. Iceberg playing it fast and loose. A blink away. He knows his limits.
Initially, we said that this Nature's Prophet needed to move around a lot. Which technically he is. He's alternating between the fountain and his offlane a lot. Oh, Sprout.
Taking a lot of damage there. He's getting levels. Like, it's not the complete end of the world. And the fact is that he's also keeping a lot of those supports there to some extent. Although Fervian looking for the Scary Snipe. Not there.
I'm seeing a little drawing. PSM realizes that Silent has been completely unprotected, but also been unimpeded, so they want to force some movement around there.
Silent. Scary, scary. They're going for this. Always want to fly with the stun, though. And now the turn on to PSM. Needing to run away from him. They're rotating in the Prophet. PSM is going to fall. Now looking for the ABBA. He didn't have a Tango, but he did have a Falling Blade. He did have a Tango. Let's click on the Prophet. Excuse me. Fervian's still chasing.
I'll take your tribute.
Just keeping eyes on him.
And they yet again successfully save Silent, and they take away minimal experience. That's the most important thing. This is the best case situation for a Drow Ranger because she's going to hit her level 6, get marksmanship so early on, and that helps out her entire team. Because most of the time you need a babysitter, constantly. You need to have some support innocently sapping XP. They don't want to sap XP, but they just have to be close enough because Drow Ranger is not a very fast hero, and if you don't get any points in Silence, then you're very susceptible. But instead, it looks like MEGA-LADA want to go on Iceberg, and I think Iceberg's okay with that. He's does not have very much HP, but Always Want to Fly is primed in position for a rotation.
Gotta be a little bit careful here. They are going to pop the DK form, though. Doesn't do anything. They see PSM, they see Orbit. They're going to find Always Want to Fly. Fervian there as well. They're going to glimpse him back in. It's a lot of stun. Sonic Wave on to 4. Doing a lot of damage. They take down Fervian. They also lose Always Want to Fly.
Yeah, I don't think FlyToMoon care. Oh, wait, maybe now you do.
I think he's okay. Raindrop
raindrop.
saving lives. He's still taking damage over time from that breath, actually, but with his stick charges, he holds on to them and will live on 40 HP.
Man, if the Dragon Tail popped that raindrop instead of the breathe fire, he was probably dead.
Yeah. Now they're setting up again onto Silent. Should realize now his damage is fluctuating. Bounty Hunter on top of him. Does not have any points in Gust. Again, going to try and turn on a PSM, but it's not going to happen. And with Razor in the area as well, that is a dead Silent.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, first rotation from Ortez pays off. Pre any items. Does not have anything outside of an Aquila finish. Does not even have phase boots or treads or anything. But realized that things were getting a little hairy. Dry Ranger has hit level 6, so things are a lot easier for her now. And mid lane, Bruja taking quite a bit of damage. He's regenning too, though.
Well, another tick of Maledict, and that will be enough. They take him down. An Iceberg threatening to go for more. He's playing it very, very safe here with the Quap. They are waiting behind for being able to get a ward down. I think that one was scouted out by this other ward. They ping it out immediately. And while this is going on, Orbit, you know, he's kind of fallen behind pretty substantially.
Maybe even more so. He
Got
does
this
not
kill.
have level 6. Whoa. Almost want to fly. He gets all the experience for that. He is now out-leveling a Batten.
Yeah, this is really bad. Like, Always Want to Fly is having an amazing game on this Witch Doctor. And you compare that to this Abba who's, like, behind in net worth, behind in levels.
Top tower is under attack.
I think FlyToMoon are starting to run away with this a little bit. Stun onto Iceberg. Still has stick charges. He is walking back in, daring them to come forward for more. They get that dagger out. Always Want to Fly. Nobody's rotating. I am so mad right now if I'm the Bruja. They're just going to try and get stunned yet again, and they kill off the Quap. It's not going to happen. And now you're probably dead on the DK as well. Fervian does get that kill. DK somehow manages to live. Very, very close. But pushing the hero to the limits, it makes everybody rotate, and the tower's down top. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Nature's Prophet didn't continue pushing. Hopefully he teleports top. I don't think he should go bot. His heroes are pretty screwed bot, but that's okay.
Glimpse.
Whoa,
Silence.
I don't know about that glimpse.
Time to take some damage. PSM. Silence not going to be able to get that kill.
Oh, why did Non-Grata come here?
Oh. They wanted to fight Sonic Wave, that's why! Hey, it's on to 3, it's pretty freaking big, and now they're chasing down the rest of them. Always Want to Fly, manning up against Artes, is going to find that kill, but Always Want to Fly also dies. Fervian, meanwhile, is going to die as well. 4 dead. They show up, and they take kills.
Man, Iceberg the Ninja. What a Sonic Wave.
Tower is under attack.
Well, if game 1 was any indication, Iceberg is not the kind of hero you want to give a good start. But
I'll take that.
He's getting 28 damage from Precision Aura. He's level 8 right now. He's #1 net worth, and he's looking on Bruja.
He is
Stream
just
does not connect.
Just gone after over and over and over again. Razor shows up though, and with that they're going to need to back out. Do also have Fervian again stalking Silent, and should realize that Aura is on him. Just gonna farm in a little bit of a safer position in between his tier 1 and tier 2.
And Silent's going for Pike, which I'm glad. Some Drow Rangers may be tempted to go for like a more greedy build, especially when you have so many ranged heroes like Yasha, Manta Style early on, or something like that. But he's staying conservative with the Pike into Lance, and I think that's a good way to go. I mean, sorry, Lance into Pike.
It's a good way to go with it, definitely. And it already has a ton of agi to help out the rest of his team. It's pretty nice. Okay, where are we going? TP around the backside, and this should be a dead DK. He's caught for the moment. The glimpse away onto Iceberg. Maybe with the Witch Doctor ultimate, they're going to be able to burst through him. Non-Grata in trouble. Not dead yet, and actually the Wrath of Nature does 1 billion damage as they try and run down another. Arch is able to find that kill. Iceberg still manning up and starting to take them down low. He has blink off cooldown very shortly. Can they kill off Orbit? They're going to commit for no, they don't quite get him there. And instead, the blink off to the side, but Iceberg is tracked. They've got eyes on him. They are going to be able to find that kill. Big pick up there. The level 6 for Fervian, I think, actually picked up during that fight with the Shuriken hitting. It's a double for that bounty.
Just business, nothing personal.
Not quite the time for Dry Ranger to come out and play. Does not have even the Force Staff completed, does not have even the Dragonlance completed. They did not really need help in the mid lane, and she was committing for a disruptor kill. It wasn't even like a core kill, and she was well aware that all the cores of MEGA-LADA were there, but went for it anyway. Definitely a mistake, but hopefully she just sticks to farming. She does not need to participate in these fights.
This is the scary part right now as well. You look at this game, Bounty Hunter's starting to come online, has his level 6. They got 1,900 gold from that last engagement. And you give Bounty Hunter some farm like that, suddenly the rest of the team also is going to be able to just take off.
Yeah, there are a lot of utility items that Bounty can go for. I'd be okay with a Greaves, I'd be okay with Medallion. Don't think he needs to go for the full Sphere Vessel as now and Angrada in a lot of trouble here.
Shocked ultimate. They don't have a way to break that. Artez went forward too far. And now is going to be killed off. Static Storm down. It's only on to one. They pull back in another. It's not bad, but the Queen of Pain should be able to walk away from there. Earn charge onto Iceberg as well. Sonic Wave chasing, looking, not finding. Dust is out. It's not on Mark though, and everybody's tracked up right now. It's dangerous stuff. Buyback on the Nature's Prophet. Thinking about wanting to fight this one. They're starting to take down Orbit Furbian as well. They're going to go for the Sonic Wave as soon as that ulti wears off from Orbit. But this chase might have gone on for too long. Sonic Wave connects onto both of them. Are they going to be able to find this kill though? Furbian falls as well. And somehow, some way, FlyToMoon lived through that with the buyback from NP.
Iceberg playing on the razor's edge, but the old magic wand bait forces Baden to commit. As you suspected, was holding on to that Sonic Wave until the borrow time timed out, and Baden immediately clipped out, and Bounty Hunter soon to follow. And all started off with Artez thinking he had a free kill on a Nature's Prophet, which he did end up killing him, and technically Nature's Prophet did buy back, but no buyback gold penalty. If you get some kills as a result of your buyback, it's all good.
Furbian again. Oh no.
Oh, what a dust.
They knew.
Oh man.
I think that they had... So they had these treants there. I'm not sure if they spotted him go invis or not.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Seems like the main likely solution. Nangrada's pushing bottom with the rest of the team, it looks like, and they're trying to set up now onto Artez. They do not have vision.
He has a Force Staff. This is not easy.
Force Staff away. The wraparound is coming from the rest of these heroes, but instead they're saying, you know what, we don't want to fight into that. Let's take the easy kill mid. Get Iceberg. And Static Storm, it's available. They glimpse her back in. That's a catch. That might be a kill, and that is a huge one. No. What a gold give.
4-hero track. 1.1k net worth shift.
And they can still defend this tower. Glimpse. Be careful. No fear.
Ooh,
that doesn't work.
There we go. Another 4-hero track.
Yeah.
Oh, but mid lane, Bob Ruha.
Well, at this point, I think this is to be expected. 5 deaths on that Dragon Knight does not feel great.
You have to earn it.
You're right. I would be furious if I was Bob Ruha this game.
But they know that Disruptor ulti is on cooldown, so they're going to go right in for Roshan now and see if they can take this and allow it to build up their advantage. This is all scouted, though, so Roche going down low. The rest of MEGA-LADA moving in. Plasma field out. They're kind of low. Track onto one. This field is already down. They have a glimpse available if they want to use it as well. They pull back in Iceberg. He's going to dive for more, trying to take that arch. Able to get away. Not Sonic Wave, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Furbian's still trying to run. He's slowed down by the dust. Actually going invis afterwards. And now they're going to go back in to see if they can finish what they started. Static Storm back off cooldown in a second, but he actually doesn't have any mana right now on that Disruptor. They don't have any way to try and turn this fight here. They need to back out. Roche is still so low, they can't leave it alone now. Another kinetic field is all he can offer to this engagement. They pop that borrowed time as well as they're trying to chase forward for it. Static Storm doesn't connect. They take down the Abba with the turn, and now Disruptor dead as well. They have buyback. They might think about using it on this Disruptor if he can get into the fight, but he doesn't have a TP, I don't think. Wait, no, he's fine. He's coming back in again. FlyToMoon. wanting to make this happen, but again, the Static Storm, if it comes in time, it's going to be so big. They end up taking down Roche, and they can't get out in time. Oh, Static Storm, it might be big enough. No, he's caught 2 of them. PSM, he doesn't want to drop it yet. He's holding on to it for the moment. There's MEGA-LADA, and they're going to take him down as well. Queen of Pain gets over to the Shrine. Iceberg trying to make this work. They get the Organ Silence, and there's going to be the turnaround. He doesn't get the Static Storm off, but they do burn through it. Now Ferbian trying to run. The extended team fight that never ends. And lordy, what the hell happened?
Dude, CIS teams go for some of the silliest Roches I have ever seen. Like, you have the Drow Ranger lineup. MEGA-LADA cannot take Roche, like, anytime soon. They do not have any way of, you know, forcing that objective. But they have great ways of dealing with a fight in the pit if you start a fight. So they put 1 sentry ward down, and they were like, cool, we didn't find any wards. That means this Roche is free. It was not free. And Drow Ranger has yet to complete the pike. She actually went for the lance first.
Right.
And so, like, it's not like they hit any important timings in terms of items or in terms of levels. Like, Drow Ranger hasn't hit her level 12 marksmanship even. But they still went for the Roche. And there was really no reason to do that. And it didn't go that badly. Or, I mean, it could have gone a lot worse is a better way to put it.
Yeah. I would say
Iceberg
it did go
is the
pretty
happiest
rough.
out of everything, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, the scary part, though, is that with all these track kills, it is starting to feel like it's tilting back towards MEGA-LADA's side, unless they can, I keep on wanting to say Team Bitcoin, unless FlyToMoon, which is, you know, obviously a nice little thing, unless they're able to, like, fully win these definitively, it's never a nice trade.
I need to see what MEGA-LADA do with the gold that they get, because it needs to be ways to kill Drow Ranger. That's literally the only objective that MEGA-LADA need to be concerned about. If they kill Drow Ranger, life's good.
No fear coming in. This guy is donezo, and they do have Static Storm available, but you gotta run the hell away. Photic Shield turns it around. Static Storm, drop it. They end up getting there onto the Queen of Pain. He's dead. And now they've also caught No Fear. Able to get the Burrow Strike away, but they still find that kill. A little bit of hesitation, but it's not punished. And now Always Want to Fly also going to get ran at underneath the tower. He is going to drop. They make it work. While this is happening, top lane's pushing. But you take that every day of the week.
Well, assuming he doesn't complete the tier 3. Half damage on tier 3 is pretty nice. But yes, you're still not enthusiastic about that trade, especially when you're up against Track, which I don't know how many heroes were tracked. I see Bounty Hunter has quite a bit of gold in this teamfight recap, and I see a 2.5k net worth shift, so I'm gonna guess that everyone was tracked.
Yeah.
But definitely felt like Iceberg forgot that he did not have the Aegis anymore, because he was going in real deep on a Disruptor. And they only confirmed a DK kill, and they only confirmed DK's location. They did not know where the Razor was, and I don't know if they knew where the Abaddon was, but whatever the case, he gets punished for it heavily.
And you have a Crimson Guard done on Ferbian. They're going to walk forward for this. They realize there's somebody nearby. Gotta be careful. Courier Snipe right next to them, and then the runaway. How you doing? Got the pike first, though. They're silent. Very important now. The glimpse back.
Well,
Burrow Strike off the mark. A little odd. Okay, chase continuing. Dragon Neck coming in as well. They then end up getting up to the high ground. It's a huge problem. Silent is going to fall. They take down the Drow Ranger, and now looking for more Artis. Wants bigger fish. He's going for No Fear. Always Want to Fly is dead no matter what.
Oh, this move speed.
And this is going to be another couple of kills. It's all falling apart for FlyToMoon.
Started out with a courier kill. How did it end up like this? Man, that was an unfortunate pike. Yeah, so pike, if you target it on someone, it only pushes you out like, so yeah, it pushes you out 450. And let's see. Force Staff pushes, yeah, so Force Staff pushes you 600. Okay. And piking someone pushes you 450. And that 150 units may have been the difference between clipping yourself or not.
Oh no, and they caught him again. They don't have an answer. It starts buying the components of the BKB, realizing that is completely necessary for this flop, because Iceberg, after a tremendous start, has just fallen off a cliff, like this net worth draft.
I'm sure he's probably regretting the Orchid purchase compared to the Lincoln Sphere, but at the moment, it seemed like the right idea. But I think Non-Grata might need to start playing with the team, assuming that he doesn't die first. Why would he go for Shadow Blade?
Oh, there's a lot of damage there. They're gonna get it. I guess eventually Silver Edge and Silence onto the Abba might be the thing.
I guess so. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, either that or DK is also a pretty worthy break target for Silver Edge, but yeah, it's not. I don't know. I think they just need to group up. They have really good team fight. Drow Ranger being alive means that Queen of Pain, Witch Doctor, and Nature's Prophet are all getting 52 damage.
Yeah.
So all 4 of those heroes is like 200 damage, pretty much. And that's a lot of push.
And now it's kind of getting to the point where you're losing that opportunity. Fervian, I mentioned earlier, he's been having some really good games on this position 4s. Currently the 4th highest net worth in the game on the Bounty Hunter. Has the Crimson Guard done, looking like he wants to build into a Vlad's next. And Iceberg, guess what? You're gone again, buddy. Track, glimpse, done easy. They don't even need the Static Storm.
Don't even need it.
It is just too easy to kill off that Queen of Pain.
Well, they're gonna take a tier 2 in return.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Get the scan there on the Non-Grata.
This is quickly turning.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Quickly turning into a rat game, and I don't think it needed to come to this, but it's an appropriate reaction as now. Going for an epicenter. Now that's how you cut a creep wave. That is how you cut a creep wave. I love it. I'm a big fan of that.
Are you really though?
You think he's gonna team fight in the next 90 seconds? They don't want a team fight for the next 90 minutes. They just want to push.
I guess.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean,
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
I guess. I don't know. To me, it feels like now you know that like they can just take anything that they want. I guess that they weren't playing with fear before anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter.
I mean, you see the man's name, don't you?
Yeah. God, this is just falling so quickly. And Non-Grata just going to try and pressure out these waves. Is he thinking about going on to Artes here? They're all moving up towards the north.
I think you may need an epicenter for that.
Yeah. If only, if only.
If only.
I wonder if Nature's Prophet TP'd there and was like, hey, come on, let's epicenter him. And he's like, about that. Oh.
Look, there he is. Let's epicenter him.
All right. Well, nonetheless, they've hit on the scan here.
Oh, he's scanned.
Fervian.
Nice.
This is not going to work, I don't think.
Quick,
they just take him down. Oh, God. And Fervian just lives. The Abba being in the area just demolished that. And now you've got GPM talent. A Static Storm is used over here onto the Witch Doctor, although I think that the Witch Doctor might end up being able to find that kill. Oh, no! Just outside of range, he drops the Death Ward for it. Fervian does get the track kill, though. This game is insanity.
Dude. I love this. This has been an extremely entertaining series, I gotta say. Oh, Nature's Prophet? Yeah, I thought he had... He did have vision. Man, should have gone for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Classic CIS Dota. Classic Dust.
So Sanj and Yasha for the Drow Ranger. Went for the Gus knockback. Makes sense there. If there's anything to be said, it's that they haven't really on the Dire team been able to take advantage of this by going into the next objectives. But they are continuing to build a lead, and it feels like win every single team fight.
Man. So, I never see the Gus knockback talent. You're going to need to zoom out all the way and then hover over it to see the max range. It is obscene.
It's pretty nuts. They push very, very far and very fast. God, and again, like after the great start that Iceberg had, 8, 7, and 8. Like this hero, now that you have the BKB, it solved some of the problems, but my goodness. No fear? Maybe gonna get found. They have vision. He's caught, and they're even gonna get the stun onto him. Maybe a turnaround though. Always want to fly, making moves for his team. There's the Orchid, and able to catch him onto the Disruptor, bringing him down low. Okay, Death Ward coming out as well. It's now caught there onto Artes. They are bringing these heroes fairly low, but God, the turnaround. Again, Schwab barely able to escape from that one, but man, it only looks good for a second, and then the turnaround, it happens.
So, at least Nature's Prophet's joining fights, but I said that with the implication that Silent would also be in these fights. It wasn't one in, one out type situation, but Silent has decided to take over the Nature's Prophet role. And that's cool, but if you want to do that, then why take the Gus knockback talent? You go for pure split push talents, so I mean, I don't think you can hand off the split push baton. Either all 5 of you group up and team fight, or 3 heroes push 3 separate lanes.
Yeah.
And FlyToMoon are just on totally different pages right now.
Well, and the bigger problem too is that you're really getting into big items now. BKB there's for the DK. It's going to be the Shiva's Guard done for the Razor on top of the Aegis, and he's going next for the Aghanim Scepter as well. Bottom lane's pushing in, but guess what? Fervian is there. He knew it was coming. And Logan gets that off. The Lotus Orb to make sure the silence isn't there. They've got Nangrada. He is dead. Another track kill. Fervian has taken over this game. Second highest net worth right now on a bounty hunter.
Yes, this net worth graph is definitely looking very reflective of the Bitcoin price graph. So, fitting logo for FlyToMoon, because that is...
Oh, Artez just killed Silent. Trying to TP away. Oh, alright, he gets out.
Alright. Oh man, and Artez going for Aghanim Scepter. No more fooling around, even though they have this immense lead. They know it can slip away if rat-tastic tactics go into play, so might as well just end the game fast, and Aghanim Scepter is a good way to do that.
Definitely. Abba, we talked about it earlier, but Radiance mixed together with the Solar Crest, so 2 different types of evasion. They stack on top of each other beautifully, which is pretty nifty. And he actually takes the 90 damage talent also. So he is hitting for 300 damage on the Abba.
That is substantial.
Instead of the CDR. Iceberg?
Oh, Iceberg.
Dead.
No.
I just think that the Queen of Pain had too many problems to run into this game. It's not even necessarily his fault. The far pushback.
She made her own problems there, right?
They do have the Aegis still there on the Razor and Static Storm. They catch all of them in it. It is on that Queen of Pain, not able to find it yet. Orbit still living through this one. BSM in some troubles. Sonic Wave on top of the borrowed time. Not necessarily the greatest, and they're actually making this work. Radiant trying to turn it here. Artez almost dead. He is going to quite fall. He still lives through it all. No Fear wants to get that kill, but it's not happening. And they are maybe going to lose this bounty hunter finally, but the turnaround. Oh, how do you like me now? After all the pain and suffering that DK went through earlier, Artez walked back in again. He eats the cheese. And now the DK still living through all of this. Pops his BKB, turns the fight. It goes to show FlyToMoon still has a lot of damage.
Yes. When all 5 of those heroes group up, which why is at 30 minutes the first time we're discovering this? Your guess is as good as mine, but at least they have proven that they're capable of doing so. Now they just need to continue doing that. You've eliminated the Aegis, you've eliminated the cheese. There are not many reasons to not just group up as 5. You have a BKB on Queen of Pain. Silent is going for a Silver Edge, which Nature's Prophet has not been able to finish off. Instead, Nature's Prophet is going for a BKB. But this group up as 5. Make Bounty Hunter useless. Why is Bounty Hunter being able to do this? Why is Artez being able to do this?
There's the TP away. Artez actually revealed himself the proc there when he was still invis. Nangrada spots out Mr. Baruha. Silences him before he leaves. Take that.
Take that. Well, they're not grouping up.
Artez double
force staff.
Always want to fly. Going to die. He does have a stun at least. Shows him what's what first.
Take
a little
that.
Maledict. And doing some damage to him. Actually, with the Solar Crest, he might be able to bring Artez fairly low. This is a lot of damage. Holy crap.
Thank you so much.
Just group up. If a freaking Witch Doctor was able to survive for that long against a farmed-ass Razor, then just imagine what would happen if he actually had a team behind him. Oh, mid lane. Brouhaha.
Everybody TPing away from there. All right, starting to take the damage.
Like half HP?
They pop the BKB for Iceberg. Sonic Wave connects onto 2. That's going to be a dead Artez. Lots of gold going back to the direction. He gets the blink away, though. Now the Urn to try and get away from them as Silent finds the stun. He's caught there in the kinetic field, but still doing the right-click damage over on the side. That is Nature's Prophet caught, and he is going to fall. Now they're still chasing. Silent looking for the finish here. They can get within range. It's still so far and so hard. Well, Iceberg chases out VSM. Does not quite get it. He doesn't get the kill onto the Disruptor. And now Burrow Strike, the trading places here for the moment, is Silent starting to fall. All of his right-click is taken away. Quap is dead. And No Fear is slowly going to be taken away as well.
Whoa.
They
Always
come
wanna
in.
Fly.
They're just throwing bodies at him, and it's not happening. That might be GG.
I mean, mentally, it's been GG.
No Fear, doing his best. He's trying to clear the creep wave.
He's getting Radiance burned.
Yeah.
But his Tranquil Boots are canceling it. What a play.
Time to run.
Again?
Burrow, going for it. Get out of there, buddy. He has a Blink Dagger. He's away.
Oh, he's tracked.
They can't get to him. Whoo! The skin of his teeth.
Making space. That actually made an immense amount of space, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, he killed both the creep waves. So...
Just group up. That's all you gotta do.
They're gonna have to. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if they even can anymore. 17,000 net worth lead.
You can afford to lose the Rex. You've got a Nature's Prophet lineup.
They're pushing.
They are pushing.
The Axe Razor is going to start demolishing these towers. They get a ward down as well. Tier 3 done.
Demantling it, if you will.
Epi, not great. They end up stunning another one. They are trying to find this kill here. Disruptor ends up being silenced. It's pretty good. This is not looking terrible for them. They need to be careful, though, because Static Storm is still potential to be down. Disruptor getting ran down by this Drow Ranger and is going to eventually fall there. And the Barracks under fire. Nangrata, he's thinking about it. Oh, he's thinking. But he is going to be immediately ran at. Oh, okay.
One more click.
That's bad. And Barracks lives.
Healable damage.
Ugh.
Martez, like a watchful panther, waiting for his moment. Eye of the Storm in 4 seconds. But where is the rest of Bitcoin?
I don't know. They have not put it together in this game number 2.
No.
Worthy tribute.
I don't know. I think Iceberg died 9 times on Queen of Pain. It's just not going to work.
Hey, Bloodthorn.
All right, Purge. He does have Sonic Wave still. Oh, God. He's going to jump in and he's going to die. All right. Iceberg has learned. Oh, no. He pops the BKB. It might not matter.
He had to.
He does TP. Oh, no!
Oh!
Iceberg!
What? Wow. Dude, PSM, he was... And then he got it. He got it.
He had like a full second, honestly.
I know, right? Good times. Good times.
Well, there have been 76 kills in 36 minutes. This is that type of a game. And the building bottom is going to be pressured. The tier 2 almost dead. Like, the split push game is still strong with this Nature's Prophet and Silent.
Of course it is. I told you, you can definitely lose a Rex. But now, now this is going down these stairs.
Alright.
That's usually a death sentence.
TP?
Whoa.
What the hell is happening? Alright, Nature's
okay, he's
Prophet.
still pushing top.
Look at him. He's taking it. He's punching.
One more right click.
Give him the punch.
One more. Okay, now what? Shadow Blade?
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, no!
They got him. They got Vision.
Just barely from Fervian.
And now Epicenter again towards mid. They wanted. Oh, he's glimpsed away again. This has been the most clowny game of Dota 2. They drop down the Static Storm. Fuel Scepter trying to stay alive, not happening. And with this, Fly to the Moon, most likely to end up losing this game. Sonic Wave, it doesn't matter. He is still living. Brouhaha. Arm with toggling for all it's worth. And good game, well played is called. Oh, man.
Great game. 81 kills in 37 minutes. I think that may be a high score for me, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think we can end with Na'Vi lost to this.
Accurate.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like to flame. Sorry, I shouldn't be flaming like that. It's been a very long day. It's been 9 hours.
You were stating facts.
That's true.
I heard nothing but objective analysis in that statement.
Yeah. Well, it was. I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? If you play a bounty hunter game and then you just fight, like, you're gonna win, right? Like, that's just what's gonna happen.
I didn't think that was what was gonna happen, but Iceberg seemed intent on proving me wrong and was like, yes, let me die many a time, and by golly, Fervian took that with a smile on his face. The most kills on his team. The highest KDA on his team, I want to say. Artez may have him beat. 33 divided by 3 versus 34, I mean 44 divided by 5. I don't know.
Ah.
Whatever. GG.
GG, absolutely. A really fun game. We still have one more left in the tank here. Our 3 best of 3s. Each of them has gone the distance. So stay tuned, everybody. More to come. Fly to the Moon versus MEGA-LADA CIS qualifiers for MDL. We'll be back in a bit.